In this video, you're going to learn how to be a producer that actually produces. We're going to talk about a few questions you can ask yourself and some key ways you can improve productivity and produce more music on a regular basis. Let's do it. What's up? This is Jake with Musician on a Mission. And if you want to learn how to be a productive producer, you should ask yourself 3 questions. Am I releasing music regularly? Do I have a release plan? Do I protect my music production time? So I want to dig into these questions one by one. I'm going to give you some actionable tips along the way, things you can do right now that can help you be a producer that actually produces. So first question you should be asking yourself, am I releasing music regularly? Whether you're making music for licensing or you're making beats or making music for your artist career, do you have a consistent schedule for releasing your music? So we can break down the production cycle into 6 parts, right? Songwriting and demo, recording, editing, mixing, mastering, and release. And then you start that cycle all over again, right? So when I first started making music specifically for sync and licensing, I was just doing instrumentals and I worked up to releasing a song per week. And the first few songs were just absolute crap. But the more times I went through the process, the better and faster I got at producing. And it was the discipline and that consistency of going through the entire production cycle over and over and over again. It was building that library that just blew up my skills. And I learned to love the process. And I'd get excited about finishing it and moving on to the next songs. Now, they weren't all hits, but the ones that were have made me over 5 figures each, and they continue to sell to this day. So the point is, I found that releasing music on a regular, consistent basis, whether it's uploading to Spotify or uploading to a royalty-free library or whatever, getting into a good, productive rhythm and creating that body of work is really the key to growth and success. So the next question you should be asking yourself is, do I have a release plan? If you're not releasing music on a consistent basis, here's some tips for how to map out a plan for yourself. Break it down by year, by month, by week, and then by day. So how many songs do you want to release this year? I think for most people, about 10 to 12 songs per year is a pretty solid target. So let's just say song per month. What does that look like? If you've got 4 weeks in a month, maybe week 1 is songwriting and demo, week 2 is recording, week 3 is editing, and week 4 is mixing, mastering, and release. And then the next month, you just go back around and do it all over again, right? Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So this is just an example. This might look different depending on what your strengths and weaknesses are. And the only way you're really going to know is if you go through the cycle a few times, right? So the more you complete the process, the better you're going to be at creating a predictable system for yourself, and the more quickly you'll be able to improve. The third question you should be asking yourself is, do I protect my music production time? So once you've committed to releasing music on a regular basis and you've come up with a detailed process for the cycle, you need to protect that system at all costs, right? That means when you're working on music, you're free from all distractions. Your phone is off or on silent. There are no notifications coming in. You don't have anything else open on your computer, no Facebook or YouTube or anything like that, just your DAW. You've made it clear to anyone you might live with that your music production time is sacred and you're not to be disturbed. Protecting this time might also mean you have to say no to some things, right? In order to stick to your plan and meet your deadlines, you might not be able to hang out at the bar with your friends as much, or you might not be able to watch as much TV or play as many video games. I'm not saying that you need to sacrifice important things like your family and your health, but just keep these things in check and ask yourself, is skipping music production time to binge watch Netflix crap, is that the best use of my time? Is it going to help me accomplish my goals in music? Could I be working on my music right now instead? Just things to consider, questions to ask yourself. So those are your actionable productivity tips for today, but there's still a lot of other stuff you need to get right if you want your music to sound professional. So that's why my friend Rob, the founder of Musician on a Mission, put together a free workshop where he shares the 7 steps to making radio-ready music at home. And what you're going to see inside is that Rob shares a completely new approach to home recording and mixing that will help you do all of this way, way faster. And it hasn't just worked for him. Over 36,000 people have already been through this workshop and seen results in a matter of days. So if you want to learn the exact 7 steps that are going to take your mixes to a professional standard in under a year and avoid wasting time, money, and effort on the wrong things, then go and watch the free workshop now. You can either click the link you see on the screen or head to the link in the description to get access. It's completely free. Make sure to check it out. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. That's all from me. This is Jake signing off. And remember, create regardless.